Hello. Thank you for coming and welcome. If you're new here, I am Auntie Ellen, aka Ellen Pankey, and this is a variety show. I'll wait for the others to join in. I see that my Renaissance grandma has been in here early. Thank you for coming, sis. You you are saying hi to everybody. Unbiased LLC is saying hello to everyone. And people should be joining in from YouTube and Facebook. Maybe if I sent it out correctly, tried to do some new stuff. Yeah, here comes everybody. David Corey, welcome. Donzel Cooper, Casings 55. And guess what, y'all? Auntie about to get it lit up in the kitchen. I have so much to tell you. So, if you're new here and you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you will know whenever I go live. And don't forget to like, give the thumbs up, and subscribe. I'm going to check in myself on YouTube so that I can give myself a thumbs up if I didn't already. So, I have been so busy going into the chat. I'm in the ads. That's something I wanted to talk to you guys about. If you'd like to support the channel, and you can do so in many ways. Number one, just tuning in, watching the show. Number two, watching the ads. You can do that for anybody's channel. And I want to thank the mods because without you guys, I wouldn't be here. I actually tried something different tonight. You see the no quilts in the background, no whatever. I wanted to try a couple of cameras, but something is happening and it didn't work tonight, but I will be in the kitchen. So if you hold on until the end, it's a 10-minute recipe and it is for a no-bake lemon pie. I do have the ingredients. I'll attach them in the description at the end. And it's an easy no-bake lemon pie. I'm moving stuff over. I was running around. I can't move as fast as my sister, Auntie Joanne Stevens. I don't know how she was walking around in that computer whenever she was up here. Was it last Saturday or something? But she did a great job. Auntie Ellen can't do all that. Auntie Ellen got all that junk in her trunk to drag around with her, and it just doesn't happen. So I'm moving this around. How many of you are busy in your gardens? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute because that's the G in GQUAT. It stands for Garden, Quilt, and Art Show. I had a knee replacement earlier this year, so I haven't been standing a lot. And then guess what? I see a lot of cooking channels with people my age who are the best. Uni says, let's go. I see people my age and they're sitting cooking. I see other people who are much younger, they're sitting cooking. And I figured out that it's okay that you guys will accept the fact that I can cook for you, but I have to do it in a way that is good for me. For those of you who are new or tuning in from other places, I have lived a lot and done a lot. I have lived in big towns, small towns. I've had small houses, big houses. I have lived off grid. I've had animals, chickens, cows, ducks, a worm farm. I forgot to tell you guys about that. Pigs, cows, Cane Corso Italian Mastiffs, horses. So I've done a lot. And I don't come here to pretend that I know everything about everything. What I come here to tell you is that I want to share some of the experiences I've had and hope that they ring a bell with you, that you remember some of yours. If you're in the bushes, hello, welcome, and thank you. I actually got a text or an email on my phone that said one of my loyal supporters will be in the bushes. I get it because I watch a lot of you from the bushes and I try to get back. David Corey, I did a bunch on your channel, catching up on some of the videos and shorts that I've watched. And I was on TV and I didn't leave a message because I can't chat on the TV. I can't even see the chat on the TV. So, how many of you are busy in the gardens? I have so much. Did you see the thumbnail today? The thumbnail was actually some of the produce that I picked in the garden. I did I did a lot of harvest. I don't have the camera on out there because there's no Wi-Fi, so I don't go live, but I will be making more videos of that as well. That I cooked today. Not only am I going to make the lemon pie for you live, but we one of my friends came over and we made jalapeno poppers. And um, no, Dolores is not here today. She'll be in the chat later on. I'm biased. Did you need her for something? She actually wasn't feeling well, so I didn't ask her to come up. She doesn't have to come up. I just I enjoy having all of you. Would any of you like to come up? I can drop the link. How many of you would like to? Oh wait, there's a couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about. Dun, 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 dun. I even made my old little chart to talk about. And one of the things I wanted to do was thank the mods, thank the members of the Friends and Family Club, and I want to thank all of you who support the channel in any way. You know, some of you send cash apps, some of you donate in other ways, and because of that, I'm able to help others. I'm actually making a pillow for one of the neck bone pillows for a little girl in a wheelchair. And I'm able to get the extra fabric, the polyfill, whatever I need to give to her. And I gave her a pillow once before, but she's very tiny and in a wheelchair. The pillows will help her to be more comfortable. So I'm more than happy to give her another one. So a couple of weeks from now, when I go over where that school is, I will be taking the pillow, and it will be pink because she likes pink. The other pillow had different. Oh, you know what? The first pillow that I gave her had the pink, like the pink batik in this tote bag. So who what's going on in your lives? What's going on in your lives? Are you happy? Are you sad? Think about that for a minute because I want to talk to you about the garden and how it helped me get to where I am today. Oh, Dolores said she will be up in a little while. You don't have to, Dolores. I know that you're not feeling well, and I'm good. And I did harvest jalapenos. I harvested a lot of stuff. Let me go down. It takes me a minute because I don't use a mouse. So so those are some of the things in the harvest. Can you leave that up, please, Dolores? My friend brought me the tomatoes from her garden. The white eggplant is from my garden. The things, the peppers, the habaneros, the little peppers down here, the big Jim peppers, the banana peppers in the back are from my garden. The bell pep, the you see the jalapeno peppers down in the lower corner. The spicy serranos are also from my garden. They're crazy hot. I'm fermenting them already. I will show you what I've got in the jar back there. The peppers, the bell peppers, and the poblano are from her garden. So we spent the day cooking and preserving. I showed her how I marinate my cucumbers. She brought me some cilantro because tomorrow I will be making some tacos and stuffed bell peppers. So there are the jalapenos that we cooked today, and some little handful of blueberries from my garden. I planted those 2 years ago, and I will be putting these in my oatmeal in the morning. I put a fresh leaf in here so that you can see how fresh they are. Thank you, Unbiased. It ain't no whole lot, but I should not be eating a whole lot. I actually eat extremely healthy, you guys. Extremely healthy. My issue is portion control. If that stuff tastes good, so I'm going to tell you about the jalapenos in a minute. So this is the 3 ingredient jalapenos. You see where they were halved, they were scraped out, and they're only 3 ingredients. I see lots of recipes online, some of the big channels, some of the cooking channels. I was going to stuff some with this is the finished deal, y'all. There's still 2 of them over there. I gave my friend the rest of them to take home. I ate 2 halves today. I would like the crunchy bits in the back. And I left 2 for later after the show. And I gave her the rest to take home to her family. But first, I'm going to show you these cute little blueberries. I think they would get bigger. They said don't fertilize them. I put coffee in there because they like the acidity. I put eggshells in there like earlier in the year. I got them from one of the famous companies, One Bush. Then they sent me a dead bush. I made them give me my money back. Mm, that is so sweet. I lost some food to critters out there, and I think some 2-legged critters too, because this was a black cherry tomato, I think. I think. But we want to see something rude? The stupid squirrel bit it and just left it on the ground. I don't care if they eat it and take it to their family. I left all the blueberries except for a few because I wanted the birds, the chipmunks, all the critters to have a little bit. Let me swallow this skin. But let me ask you guys a question. How we've always had a garden. When we were real young, my parents got married when they were 17 and 21. Even when we lived in an apartment, Daddy would grow stuff in the backyard, and we lived in a house that had a backyard. Hey, sissy, talking about growing up when Daddy used to rent gardens. And so one of the gardens he had over near our church, and it was a place where they used to make the monuments, the headstones for the cemetery. They wouldn't even let him use any water there. But he's a country boy. His parents were farmers, and if you didn't, you had to depend on the rain from God. And you didn't have they didn't have the equipment like I see when I go to Arizona with the sprinklers and all that stuff. They had to make it work, and they didn't overwater. Most people here overwater. So Joanne Stevens is saying hi. Mike saying, Stinky YouTube had me in a loop, in an ad loop. Oh, sorry about that, Mike. But hope you don't mind. Hope y'all don't mind because hopefully I'll get a couple of pennies. Oh, Carlton. Hello to everybody. And Carlton, he said hello. Carlton is the family friend. We've been friends for 40 years. He and Auntie Joanne and Uncle Roscoe have been friends. Oh, I want to say, no, because then I'll be telling his age. I don't want to get mad at me. But what had happened was he goes, he lives in LA and he goes to Arizona to see Auntie Joanne, Uncle Roscoe. Him and Uncle Roscoe used to work out together at the iron gym, you know, iron rattling and stuff. And that's when I met him about 1985. But long story short, he buys lottery tickets, a scratch off, when he's traveling from LA to Arizona. So this particular day, he bought 3 tickets. And hello, K. Aisha Creations LLC. Thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you and welcome each and every one of you. If you like the channel, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Come back and see us again. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We'll be happy to have you. So there's a ticker going around the bottom that says what the channel is about. So going back to Carlton, who's at Auntie Joanne's house and said hello, he bought 3 scratch offs and for Auntie Joanne, Uncle Roscoe, and me. Well, they know I like purple. He heard me say Auntie Joanne, and here comes Mr. Hershey. Now I got to clean my hands because I'm going to cook for them. Actually, it's a no bake, no cook lemon pie that we will be making, and it only takes 10 minutes. Kenya, they're saying, excuse me, hello. Oops. Of course, it's not alive if I don't drop something. That was only the bell, though. So Carlton bought these tickets, and Auntie Joanne saved the purple one for me. Auntie Joanne said, hello, Hershey. He hears Auntie Joanne's name. He goes bananas. And the purple one, Auntie Joanne went to cash in for me. She said, do you want me to scratch it off or send it to you? I'm like, I'm in Connecticut. No, scratch the thing off. If I can't trust you by now, all the years we've been sisters, what the heck? So she scratched it off and she said, Sissy, you won $200. I said, okay, go cash it in and you can sell it to me. So she went to cash it in, and the place that she went to cash it in said, oh, I'm sorry, we can't cash that here. We can only cash up to $200. What? What? So the ticket was more than $200, you guys. Excuse me. Those peppers must be cleaning out my sinuses. So she sent the money to me, and I bought backing for Mom's quilt. I bought 2 Quilt Africa Fabrics t-shirts, one for Auntie Joanne and myself. Carlton is getting a little surprise gift. I can't tell him what it is because he's here, but it's something that was handmade. And by the way, you guys, I made him one of the neck bone pillows when I was in Arizona, and he takes that thing everywhere. That pillow has been on cruises. That pillow's been more places than I've been since I was in Arizona. So thank you, Carlton. Excuse me, and you've got something else coming. I want to ask you guys, how many of you got a new ticket, Sissy? Oh, baby. Scratch it. How many of us? Yeah, they had to go to an office. Oh, he let you drive his new Lexus today? He better be glad I'm not out there because I got my pedal to the metal nowadays. I used to be apprehensive about driving for a while, you guys, because of some health issues. Growing with Hudson. How are you feeling? And welcome. Glad to have you here. So, how many of you would like to live to be 75 years old like me? Put a one in the chat. I want to tell you some of the things that I do that are quick. Donzel saying, "Hey, Mr. Hershey, mother, if you're watching in the bushes, mom, hello, I love you. Hope you're having a good day. I'll give you a call later on." So, you know what? I know this is what I do with this camera over here. Unbiased said she would like to be 75. Auntie Joanne, growing with Hudson. I would like to share some of the things that I've been doing for 75 years. I have been eating healthy for years. Auntie Joanne will tell you. When I was 20 years old, I was making the smoothies. I was making them green. I was putting kale in them. I was really a health nut back then. And I looked pretty good. I looked pretty good then. And I'm okay now. Got a little more junk up in my trunk. No, I'm not showing the picture, the photo with the booty shorts. Nope, I'm not doing all that. But what I would like to show you is, did I bring it in here? No. Some of you I've shared with my, yeah, I did. My cleaning secret for my face. It's called Abilene. It's all natural. Well, it doesn't have any, it says for younger looking skin, moisturizing cleaner, paraben and preservative free, and fragrance free. I have very sensitive skin. I've never been able to use soap and water. You like my hair tonight, Marie Graham? Thank you. I'm beginning to do what I was told in the beginning when I started this process of locking my hair. And no, it's not like Auntie Joanne's. I can't throw it like 3 feet in back of me. I couldn't handle that much anyway. Stop Hershey. One of my curls, my loops look kind of loose. I was trying to twist it today. I was twisting it the wrong way. So I just need to leave it Hershey. No. Sorry, you guys. But Hershey only barks if somebody was there. So one of the things I do is for my skin is this. The Abilene, I've been using it well over 60 years. Well over 60 years because I had an aunt, her name was Aunt Sally, and she had skin that just glowed. It was like chocolate sunshine. She was using bottled water when we were growing up. We would go to her apartment. She would have cases of water stacked up like 5 feet tall. She would make her tea with it, everything. She never used tap water. But she was that's when I started liking French perfume because you ordered that after the last live. You haven't used it yet. So, you guys, I use it every day, every morning. And I, me being cheap, I like the soft paper towels, but you don't need a lot. They're very absorbent. And after I rub it on my face, like 2 or 3 minutes, I wipe it off. And I mean, I really rub it and scrub it and exfoliate it. And then I throw this away. I throw this away. And then if I feel like I need it, sometimes I splash water on. Most of the time, I do not. But this is a little secret I wanted to tell you guys. About 10 years ago, I started taking Tai Chi. And one of the exercises they do for Tai Chi, no, I left a big jar just like that at Auntie Joanne's house. Oh, and Carlton bought this big, long, 6 foot long philodendron plant. It's on either side of the fireplace at Auntie Joanne's house. Those were the ones in the bag. Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. When Nikki, you have to go back to the beginning and see the jalapeno poppers that we made today with only 3 ingredients. I'll show it to you. I might eat one. I left 2 over there. I ate a big salad for lunch with all those tomatoes from the garden cut up in it. And I didn't want a lot of stuff in my salad. I put lettuce, fresh lettuce, of course, garden lettuce. I put tomatoes and a little bit of red onion because I wanted to be able to taste those vine ripened tomatoes. There is nothing like a tomato that's been vine ripened. Exactly, Maria Graham. But I want to show you one of the exercises that we did in Tai Chi. And this guy was like, Qigong. That's a method of Tai Chi. Like they have all these methods of martial arts, and it's because you can't exercise your brain. I mean, physically. So what you would do, you would swing your arms, and you would turn all the way as far to the right as you could. You would be standing, and you roll your eyes to the right uppermost corner of the room and really stretch it and hold it for like 5 seconds. Then you would turn the other way and you really stretch your eyes, really stretch them to the uppermost corner of the room. And then you can actually feel it. Do it right now. Do it right now, wherever you're sitting or standing. And then you do it like several times. Then I took a different method of Tai Chi, and this was exercising your face. Oh, and also that turning exercises your neck, underneath here. Oh, when you put the abalone on, don't forget to get under here, you guys. And holding that cell phone down, looking at all the time, will give you that little poochiness under there. If you want that poochiness, keep looking down at your cell phone. Put it up high. Put it on a little stand or something as much as you can. Turn it sideways to get it up even higher. So, those are the ones I use. Your neck cracked. You got to loosen that puppy up, Mike. That means that stiffness. You don't have to go to, you ain't got to go to no chiropractor. You can do this at home. And then if you swing your arms like low, around, I don't do those exercises. My family would have a fit if I was up there showing my bahootie on camera. So anyway, but that's what I use for my skin. And then once a week when I'm watching one of the lives on TV, which is why I can't type, I don't have my glasses on, my fingers are all greasy. I rub it into my skin for like 20 minutes, sometimes half an hour, but about 10, 15 minutes into just massaging into your face, you feel all little grit coming out of your pores, all this little grit. That's the reason when I do the 20-minute, I splash the cold water to close my pores back up. If you want an astringent, you just use plain witch hazel, just witch hazel. All the stuff they're selling, all these chemicals, y'all stop using it. My Renaissance grandma says hi, everybody in the bushes. Look for some mail this week, sis. It ain't much, but I sent you a little something, something, a little something, something. Actually, I forgot what it was, but it will be a surprise. It will be a surprise. And the second exercise I wanted to show you for your face. Do you remember in school when you learned the vowels? A, E, I, O, U? Well, the second thing in Tai Chi, those of you who have hands, do this. This is another exercise. You're sitting up there typing all day, going in all those lives in the chat. Take your fingers up for a minute and just keep wringing your hands. Just wringing your hands, wringing your hands. You'll find that it loosens up your knuckles, your joints. And if you're prone to arthritis or whatever, if you're over 40, let's say, but this is really good for your hands. I see lots of exercise programs, but I don't see these particular things being done for the body. And going back to learning the vowels, A, E, I, O, U, this Tai Chi instructor, and this was a seated Tai Chi, the second one, because it was for seniors. You right that we're doing, that's what I'm getting ready to say, Nikki. You know, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes why? I'm doing this so you don't have to see it all up in my mouth. And you keep doing that, and you can feel the difference in your skin. So that's what I've been doing and have done for my skin, my face, my this I don't have a whole lot of in doing this. It loosens up your cheekbones. You've already looked and cracked Mike's neck by doing that. And if you swing your arms a little bit while you do it, down low, you will feel right. And sometimes, why? Yes, they're back there, most of them. Funny story. So, when I was in my 20s, I wanted to have perfect teeth. I used to have the biggest smile. They call it the smile after my maternal grandfather, Charlie Thomas, up in Hotwood, Uniontown, Pennsylvania. And he had the biggest smile. Most of the Thomases have the biggest smile. They, Nikki, you love these tips and tricks. Keep living, Nikki. Keep living, Nikki. You get to where Auntie used to be. And you really, 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 speaking of MRG, hey, Bayou Sugar, I sing to you in the bushes last night, going to work and talking about who was on the shift and who was working and all that. I gave the thumbs up. I ain't got back over there to leave a message yet, but I'm coming. You guys should see you did see most of the stuff that I harvested. I've been fermenting. Hershey, please stop. No, sit. He did. He's very obedient. No, I'm not throwing any shade on you, Angel. Keep living is better than the opposite. That's what Daddy used to say. So, for those of you who want to live to be 75 and be in pretty good shape. Actually, I'm in excellent shape. Excellent shape. Now, I have some joint problem, but that's hereditary. That's something I do all that I can for it. Tai Chi was one of the things that I do. I do weights, I have bands, I have a desk cycle bicycle. I work out for an hour every day. And that's not counting the hour or the 2 hours I spent in the garden this morning. Now, I don't do any digging. I don't do any lifting. I don't do any of that stuff because why? Somebody else can do it. A lot of things, other things. Yes, I get help chopping and other stuff in prepping, but I do things in return for that. I do things in return. And it's not one for one either. It's not one for one. So I talked about the skin. I talked about the Tai Chi facial exercises, the AEIOU. But most important is quality food. Quality versus quantity. Like yesterday, for dinner, I had another nice salad. The other half to the one I ate today, and I put in the air fryer a chicken breast. So when I go to Auntie Joanne's house, whenever we go out to eat, she immediately takes half the food out and puts it in a take-home container. She never eats the whole thing, her and Uncle Roscoe. We went out to eat. No, we got a sandwich, Subway sandwich one day, and got all the toppings on it and everything. And we went home, and I get mine out, got my sleeves rolled up. I'm ready to eat, right? And my sister looks at me and she goes, Sissy, you're not going to eat all that, are you? Well, I was till you took all the taste out my mouth. So I put it up and put the sandwich in the refrigerator. So yesterday when I cooked this chicken, and it was a half of a chicken breast. It wasn't a whole breast, and it was skinless, boneless chicken breast, sleeves rolled up. Yeah, Nikki, all the way up, just like I'm gonna do when I get over to the stove. So, yeah, Auntie Joanne is very portion controlled. When she fixes plates, Maria Graham, you can come over to my house for dinner anytime, anytime. There's always food. I have to tape the little freezer on this apartment refrigerator closed. My little chest freezer I have in the back in my bedroom, I haven't opened it in months because it's too full of food. It's too full of food. I don't even know how many frozen blueberries in the freezer. My great grandson loves blueberry cobbler. I've been instructed not to bake a lot of sweets for the kids. So I only bake on special holidays and bring it already ready and it's all there. So would any of you like to come up if I drop the link? And gardening is one of those things. Do what you love what you do. I just started gardening indoors 2 years ago, and guess what? My first year, for those of you who are new, I won the WIG Grow Off for hydroponic gardening and gardening inside. I've got some things over there rooting now. I will be doing more. The herbs I have outside, most of the peppers, Mike's Chaotic Gardening sent me, Auntie Joanne, you look fabulous. She saw your when you went live last week, Sissy. When you went live. And those of you saying you like my hair, I'm going to do a little video series. I started with my hair. These are called micro locks because they're over 150. I didn't want a whole lot. I'm tenderheaded. I can't sit still. I have to take a Tylenol after I get it twisted. So Mike says, winner, winner, chicken dinner. I want it. I want it. I want it. And I didn't let them live it down. But the peppers that I have like 8 or 9 kinds of peppers in my garden, my community garden, that people like to go in and get stuff. A funny story. I told you about a lady in the building who asked me if she could have a little bit of soil, a little bit, no, she called it a little bit of soil from my garden. I think it was last year. And she used to have a garden, and she's the one who taught me how to plant garlic 6 years ago. I only planted the things in my gardens over the year, flowers galore. My house in LA, I had my dad plant over 150 patented rose bushes in one day on the hillside over there in Baldwin's Hills. And he said, Pen, you can't eat the flowers. So between all those big 6-foot hibiscus trees, we had tree collards, tree collards. I used to give away collards to my neighbors in black trash bags. Them folks in Baldwin Hills didn't know anything about collards. Uh, just food, food, food. Then I had another little garden down there. But again, quality versus quantity. I have fresh eggs in my refrigerator that the neighbor who has a farm bought. I buy them. I have a little subscription. And when he brought them to me, I had one of my friends test them. The 12 eggs that he brought me weighed more than the 18 eggs from the grocery store. This grocery store. Put a 2 in the chat, anybody, if you would like, because I'm going over to the stove and the kitchen to show you what I'm fermenting today. I'll say Baldwin. you know, I was what I was, what I was, what I was. I've worked hard. You just ate salsa from your garden. I'm making a salsa. The tomatoes are all cut up. I've got fresh cilantro from my friend's garden. She brought that today. I am so happy. Oh, I was going to tell you about, it's not going to be a satellite channel unless I do one with Auntie Joanne about stuff and her art and the things that she's doing. But the title of my other one will be, you see, Locked Up, LOCKED apostrophe D at age 75, and it will go back to when I started with my strand twist. So it's been locked about 6 months, or trying to lock. But my hair is like curly on the ends. I didn't want it to. I don't. Everybody's hair is different. I wanted to leave it like this. I don't care if it looks like anybody else's. Oh, I have to show you. I'm going to do a video on Monday of the garden. After I cleaned it up on all the floor of it, I have cardboard, fresh cardboard, in between all the containers and most of the floor. And I bought some compressed straw at Tractor Supply, and I bought some of the little wood shavings to put in the top, so that when hush, Hershey, hush, 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 come. I don't know why I say that word hush. That's what my grandmother used to say. Sissy, do you remember Nene used to tell us to hush? Hush, child, hush. Hush. Everybody else says the SHUT, UP word, but we weren't allowed to say that. We weren't allowed to say that. So you guys, Auntie Joanne has rooted or sprouted a sweet potato. She has all these sprouts coming out. I didn't bring the pictures up. I had so much to do today. I had a friend over from 8 a.m. to 3:30, and we were busy chopping up stuff. She was chopping, I was chopping. I saved a few tomatoes out of her garden because I only have small potatoes. I have to try to beat the squirrels. But this lady asked me for some soil, and I gave her 2 pots of potting soil last year. I said, well, let me get it out. I don't want people digging in my garden. Too many people are in, they get too busy as it is. So I gave her a flower pot, a nice flower pot, and it was filled with soil. She came back and she asked me if she could have some more. I filled it up again. So she saw me going out to my garden with my friend today. So she asked me, could I have some more soil? I'm like, really? And I said, well, I don't have enough for myself. I just added two tin beds, and I'm still hugelculturing them, filling them up. Big Rooster Show. How you doing, sir? I am almost finished with Mom's denim quilt, and I would say about half of the 10.5-inch blocks that are in her quilt came from your jeans, and this big tall giant 75-foot guy that works with one of my family members sent some of them. And thank you, Dolores. So those are the strips. All the little strips that are put in, those came from children's jeans that I cut up because I didn't have any big ones, Big Rooster, until you hooked us, sister. You hooked us, sister. You hooked mommy up. So my mother's dream, my mother doesn't ask for anything. She never asks for anything. And when she saw me working, what are you talking about, 2K? What you talking about, Willis? What are you talking about, Willis? I don't have 2K. Oh my goodness. Do I? OMG. You guys, thank you. You touched my heart. I need the thing that Bouger was blowing for Hands in the Dirt's party. Oh, you guys, thank you. Thank you. I ain't ready today, but I will tell you, I'll do another video. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, near and far, those in the bushes. I want to thank the Academy. No, I'm just being silly. We got 2K. Well, second prize, you guys, will be this tote bag with a black handle, a big tie. It has a double reinforced bottom, which will, I was going to make the bottom actually depending on who won it, but I think I'll just put a pink bottom in it. Thank you. I have worked hard, Nikki Nick, and I never intended to go live. I intended to have a channel and to do videos. And I think Nikki was the first one to have me up for my birthday. This year will be 2 years for my birth anniversary. And I said, okay, I'll come up live and have my birthday. And then GG Naturals. Did I go live or something happened? And African Dreamin' had me up. And then after I finished shaking and being nervous and going crazy, if somebody knocked on the door and I was live, I said, you know what? Relax. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. And let me go to the bottom of the chat. Yay. So Thursday, it looks like I will, whatever I had planned, we having a party. Everybody's dancing to the funky music on the radio. Oh, oh. First prize on the giveaway. Thank you. Nikki says I'm a natural crack up, a natural devil. I should have been a comedian because they say that people who are comedians are very bright. When thanks everybody who's celebrating 2K. But I think the tube's been holding them back because I've been at the same spot forever and ever. But I said it's okay. I have loyal friends and family that come no matter what. First prize will be a 45-inch patchwork quilt donated by Maria Graham. Everybody give Maria Graham a hand. I was never, I think when I was real little, I was shy, Nikki. She says comedians are bright and shy. But I would go to school, and my job in school was to make the honor roll. Daddy would not let us work in high school. I wanted to work and have a job. He said he worked too hard growing up, sharecropping with his parents and working, had to leave school in 8th grade so that he could help on the family farm. And then when he left the family farm, he moved to Connecticut to marry that pretty little girl, Clara. Let me see. Oh no, her picture is way up there. That pretty little girl up there in the corner, Clara, my mother. And then he had 3 kids right away. Oh boy, the chat went fast. I'm trying to get to the bottom. You all. And using my finger, no mouse. Can you imagine? I'd be trying to click, the mouse pad would be under the sofa or something. So, yeah, I'm going to do a little series about Locked Up, talking about my journey to my hair sticking up and them cutting off all the curls because it wasn't locking. I like it just the way it is. What is her name? The way I am, or I know her name, the singer. But anyway, you just have to love me the way I am. So before I go and make this 10-minute no cook lemon pie, hold on y'all. I'll show you my peppers that I'm fermenting. I think I left the marinated cucumbers out. I have 2 jalapeno poppers that I left for after dinner. And guess what? I'm making some homemade wine. Mrs. Bynes, 1023. Thank you for coming to her royal queenship. Ring the bell, Nana. It's a celebration. Whoop, whoop. Look back at it. Celebration. I am so happy. Barb Brownlee. Hershey's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's like, what? Auntie Ellen and everyone just came in from the garden harvesting cayenne peppers and noticed I caught a baby groundhog in the cage. Oh my goodness. You all, I have to show you. I have an old video of a groundhog in my garden. Well, some of the neighbors took him for a ride 15 miles away and dropped him off. Do you know the next year there was like, he must have left a wife and kids over here because they munched out my whole garden. My whole garden. So, would anybody put a one in the link if you'd like to come up? Number one, and because this pie is only 10 minutes, and if you'd like to come up and put why you come to the channel or why you've been so faithful, and what the channel means to you, why you come to watch a 75-year-old woman tell stories and do stuff, tie herself up with her bracelets and earplugs. That was just in case I needed them. One has to be prepared. Stay up, stay woke, right? Stay woke. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Put a one in the chat if you would like to come up. Let me put it in the copy. Okay. And then I put Command V. Okay, you guys, I'm putting the link in the chat if you would like to come up. Howsomever, don't come up here playing now. If you're coming up, you have to show your face and something you're doing live. We're not going to have anybody showing body parts and acting a fool up in here. And acting a fool. So the link is in there, you guys. If somebody would like to come up and surprise me, congratulate me. So Monday, I'm going to do a garden link. A garden video. I'm so excited. I cannot, no habla ninguno inglés. And I will be giving away one of the wooden ironing things. I will be giving away a crocheted dishcloth. So, let me see if I can see the chat. I was afraid to put it on before because so this is kind of, so I didn't do it, but these are the ingredients for the lemon pie. I'll tell you the amounts in the description after the chat. There are only 3 ingredients: the lemons, the Philadelphia cream cheese. You can use whatever brand you like. You can use lemons and limes. Those lemons, because I took this picture a couple weeks ago, they died and bit the dust or got in some tea. I didn't zest them because they looked a little janky on the outside. And I use Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk, nothing else. And then you pour it in the pie crust. I didn't count that as an ingredient because it ain't going in there. You're not dressed unbiased. Oh, there are the ingredients. You guys, you can screenshot it for my no-bake lemon pie. So there it is. And there's the kitchen. Oh, and my goodness. Guess what, you guys? Hello. Hello. Uh-oh. Add to stage.
Hey.
The Big Rooster. Big welcome. I know it's your dime, but I'm 75, so you got to get in line. I just want to thank you for everything. I want to thank you for all these jeans, for my mom. Did you see part of the strip that I hung up?
I seen part of it, yes.
Yes, well, it's all sewn, and I'm doing it in sections. So it'll be finished this week. Mother, you gonna get it. You didn't get it for your birthday, but I'm pedaling as fast as I can. You go,
You,
Big Rooster.
Auntie Ellen, you making it seem you making it sound like I just got a whole bunch of big old jeans now.
I'm sorry.
You making it sound like I got a whole bunch of big old jeans now.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't mean to be rude.
No,
It's just
I'm just meddling. I'm just meddling. Hey, I just want to say congratulations. You worked hard at it, and everybody deserves it, but nobody more than you. You know what I'm saying?
thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate
yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes,
And
ma'am.
for the record, I ain't got no little jeans up in here. You notice you never see me stand up or back up.
Yeah. Well, hey, they wasn't doing nothing but sitting around here. Actually, I got a few more pair. I got one pair I really wanted to send you, but I'm so
Well,
attached to them.
I'm
I threw them
biased
up.
down there being
Yeah,
disrespectful.
listen.
My mother can't see it
We ain't paying
in
attention.
the chat. Tell me,
We,
don't put them jeans in your mother's quilt before. She's
we,
talking about big old jeans.
yeah,
The
we ain't listening to
irritated
her.
naturals saying
We ain't
thank you
listening to her,
and
Auntie Ellen.
congratulations for selling.
We here,
Oh,
Auntie Ellen. We here, Auntie Ellen. We ain't listening to them bias. She,
don't listen to bias.
yeah, we ain't
Talkie,
listening. We ain't
talkie,
listening to
talkie.
her.
Oh, that's my buddy. That's
Yeah,
my granddaughter.
she's such
Yeah.
a halfway sweet person. She like 50-50, sweet and low, you know.
Right, but can I just say something about her saying that she's not dressed? I seen her in some skirts. I don't know if she called that dress. You know them skirts. You know them
Yeah,
skirts.
yeah, you know
Skirts
how
I'm
she
talking
is.
about.
I'm surprised she didn't use that excuse. So I'm working.
Right,
That's the
we
excuse she
know.
used for me. That's the
Yeah.
excuse she used for me now. Oh, I'm working. I'm busy. I ain't got time. I get it. I get it. I understand. Just say you quit. That's all. Just say you quit.
No, not quit on the job.
Yeah,
Not just
listen.
walk out.
That's what I couldn't understand. She the boss and she quit. Who does that?
I'm biased.
Right. That's Z. I
LLC.
see.
That's who. She said
I
she
see.
walk in, so she ain't even gonna say goodbye. She
Right.
ain't even say I
Right.
quit. When you go in there and look at her desk, it's all cleaned out and all her stuff is gone.
You see what I'm saying? You see, and listen, I can't report her to human resources because she the top dog at the job.
Right, right.
You know.
Either that or one of the ones that you've been scooping under the thing and paying in cash, so it don't show up on the record. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
anything about that,
Yes,
y'all.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But yeah, I just want to say again, this is well deserved. I know you've been waiting on it, and now you're there. You know what I'm saying? And let's share out everybody and get her up to 3K now. Let's work on getting her up to 3K.
Yes,
You know?
yes. I wish that wine was perked. It was actually bubbling out of the bottle today. I
Yeah.
started fermenting it. Thank
Yeah.
you, the big rooster.
Yeah. So yeah, Unbiased had hit me up and was like, "Hey, I think Auntie Ellen that is close to 2K." So we looked and we watched, and next thing you know, you were there.
Oh my goodness. Can you guys hold on 1 minute? I'm going to untie myself. Don't go anywhere, Big Rooster, because I want to show you something.
What's up, Tien?
There it
What's
is.
up, Dolores? What's up, Unbiased Miss Joanne Maria Graham?
Actually, I'm not going to show you anything except my tights. No, I had a request for to do a live on if you're traveling, you're in a country, and you don't know what's going on these days, no matter what, how to sew emergency masks. Precious Pieces, thank you for coming and welcome. And I just happen to have an adult size Pittsburgh Steeler fabric squares already cut out. So when I show, because people, you might be traveling, somebody's in the back of you coughing and kicking your back of your seat and carrying on. You know how stuff happens. You know, you might have to take a t-shirt or something and cut it up and make a mask. But I'm going to show how to do it. And you can even sew it by hand. But the one that has Pittsburgh Steeler on is going to guess who?
Ding, 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 ding.
Exactly. Exactly.
That'll be me. That'll be me. Don't get jealous, y'all, in the chat. Don't get jealous. Don't be jelly.
My mom is from the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, and all our family are are Steeler fans. In fact, I have a couple of cousins who played for the Steelers.
You know what, Miss Auntie Ellen, you got a terrific family. That's all I can say.
Shh, just 1 minute. Hershey, stop.
Precious pieces. How you doing, darling?
Okay, thanks everybody. If he barks though, because he's a trained service slash therapy dog. He's a little brown Shih Tzu, but he only barks. He only barks if somebody's there, and he goes to the door. When he alerts like that, there was a time I was legally blind and I couldn't see. So if there was something in an area or something, he would bark, and he's still trying to do his job. He's blind now, so I'm looking for him and carrying.
That's okay. Hey, listen, he barked for a reason. That's people think dogs bark just to bark, but they bark for reasons, and that's a
Yes,
good thing. You know what I'm saying?
yes, and he
Uh,
knows when I've had illnesses and injuries when I was in pain, and he's right there.
yeah, 10 trying her best not to say nothing, but I want to just congratulate her on a sloppily well played game last night. That was a great game to watch.
I watch in the bushes, and
Uh-huh.
you guys are so much fun. Actually, sometimes because Auntie take her a nap. That's another thing she does for her skin and her eyes. When I get tired, I go sit down somewhere. I go set it down, not sit
Yeah.
down. I go set it down.
Well, listen, I was sitting here at the computer right now, and the computer was actually watching me until Unbiased called and told me she
Right?
thought she was at the 2K mark. So that's what woke me up. Thank you, Unbiased, for disturbing my rest, but it was for a good cause.
Yes. Thank y'all. I want to thank
Yeah, it was
all of y'all, all of
a
y'all.
great cause.
All of y'all. My dad used to say, because there were six of us kids, and he would say, "Y'all behave." And then when he got older, I would say, "I love you, Daddy." And he said, "Yep, I love you too. I love all of y'all."
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for waking him up, and I liked it. I liked it that Pittsburgh T-shirt. It must have been brand new that you
Oh,
had
the
on
one I
the
had
other
on,
alley. It was
yeah,
white,
yeah,
white.
it was. It's actually funny. I forgot I had that shirt. It had been sitting here for almost a year, and I
Wow.
was like, and I actually got another shirt, and this hat. It was sitting in the box with this hat, a jersey, and that T-shirt. So
Wow.
I was like, man, I forgot
That's
all
nice.
about that. So yeah,
That's
yeah. So I
nice.
could put my hat on and show it off to the world. You know what I'm saying? And all that good stuff.
Yes. I wanted to show you something. Oh, just to make you, I'll be preparing these soon. If y'all want to hang around, not today. That is jalapeno poppers,
Poppers with
three
bacon.
ingredient, fresh jalapenos, fresh from the garden.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous right now. Hey, Rooted.
The bacon, the fresh wrapped bacon. There's the jalapenos. Wasn't a whole lot. It was enough for me and my buddy, and it was
And
actually her recipe.
that's
Her
all that
recipe.
matters. That's all. Listen,
Yes.
you guys get to sit down and enjoy and make people like us jealous and wish we were there.
Uh, Truth be told, and I hope my sister doesn't hear me. She and I could have sat down and ate that whole pan, but I made myself stop. It was only one jalapeno, sissy, and it was cut in half, and just cream cheese and the bacon. But the trick with the bacon is and it was the extra thick slab hickory smoked bacon
Uh-huh.
to wrap it around and put the toothpick in, but cut it in half so that the pieces get crispy on the bottom and the top.
Okay, okay. Well, let me give you a little quick little.
Yes.
Do you eat beef or do you eat turkey?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I eat everything. Stop playing.
Okay, see that? Well, listen, I just had to ask because
Yes.
some of us we so you know. But
I eat
anyway,
I eat the swine. I had swine bacon around there,
yeah,
y'all.
that's why I'm getting at that. That's why I asked.
Yes.
So
That's
there's a little guy. There's a secret out that a lot of people don't know about it, but it's called cheeseburger onion rings.
whoa. That sounds
Yes,
delicious.
ma'am. They so you cut an onion up in thick slices, and then you just nice thick slices, maybe about a quarter inch, and then you just take the ring one ring out. So every other ring you place them in there. Then you you stuff that inner ring, not
Yes.
the circle, but the inner ring with cheeseburger, right?
Wow.
Which will be ground beef and cheese, and then you wrap that whole onion ring with bacon, and you put it in either on the grill or in the oven. And when I
Yes.
tell you, it comes out so delicious.
Oh, that's the other
Mm.
recipe. She was going to do it with ground beef.
Yeah,
I had the
that's.
ground beef out for the stuffed bell peppers tomorrow for my
Oh
neighbor.
wow.
We're having tacos and bell peppers. I already cooked the rice, the long grain jasmine, no, basmati rice, so it'll be cold to make it. But I already have it ready. But we decided not to do the beef,
Uh
to
huh.
do the cream cheese.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, y'all living the life over there, Miss
Bye
Auntie Rose.
bye. What? You don't think I'm looking back at it for nothing? Nothing, do
Listen,
you?
all I can say is I wish I was in Connecticut right now.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're
I'll
welcome.
be I'll be joining it. Y'all be like, yo, Big Roots, you got to go now, because I tell you, I eat like unbiased eat. She eat a lot, so and listen, I when I'm around unbiased, I have to guard my food like this. I be like, no, get back, unbiased, get back.
Shh, Hershey, hush. Just 1 minute. Hello, Karen's little garden. Welcome back. Welcome home, y'all. Y'all home. You're not visiting. This is Nana, Auntie, Grandma's house. And if you walked in this door right now, Big Rooster, I could feed anybody. Hudson saying, "Welcome to 2K, Mother." What that means is I have 2,000 family members now. We have 2,000 because why? Good friends become family, and family is everything. Some of
Amen.
you that have been following know that my mother's 93rd birthday was last Sunday.
Oh,
And one of the reasons,
congratulations, Virgo. The best
yes,
the best time of the year, Auntie. Yeah,
yes.
best time of the year.
And one of the reasons my mother is still alive at her age is because she worked hard.
Uh,
She worked hard. My dad had my dad worked 3 jobs, but his painting and construction business, he would, and thank you, Karen's Little Garden. I see your name in green. Those of you in the chat, the names in green are members of the Friends and Family Club. I appreciate each and every one of you, though. Those in the bushes, everybody. So my mother worked hard. She wore a size 5 shoe when she got married. And I think she wore a size 5 clothes. She was very tiny. She said
okay.
every time she had a child, her feet grew. So she had 6 kids. She ended up with a size 8. Sorry, Mom. I accidentally slipped out telling it.
All right, that's a great story. That's a great story.
Sorry, Mother.
Well, as you know, 93 is a long time, but it's a short time to some. And my
Yes.
grandmother lived to be 102, and
Oh, blessings. A
she
lady in
she was
our church mother's 102.
yeah, she was truly a blessing. She was great to talk to because she didn't seen it all.
Yeah,
She had
hey,
seen it all.
baby, baby. Famous. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, sir. Sorry, Big Rooster.
No problem. No problem.
But
I'm
if you walked into my door today, if you walked in my door, I've got so much stuff prepped and ready to cook. I've got cornbread's always a first because I make it from scratch. The skillets live in the oven. That's where they live. So I just turn them on, get them hot, get the cornmeal out, the flour, the baking powder, the milk. If I have buttermilk, I use it. I can
I'm,
make
I'm
my
feeling if I walked in your door today, you kick me out of there because you'd be like, this dude don't want to go home because all his food I'd never.
no
I eat
way,
till I bust.
no way. You go to sleep and wake
That's
up. You're
right,
fixing
and be
more.
hungry again. You like, man, do you have anywhere to go? I just love good food, so I get what you're saying.
And I love cooking for my family. I love cooking for my family. We all do. We all cook. We all cook. Auntie Joanne cooks. She cooks her way. I'm one of those scratch cooks. The beans, I have a navy bean recipe on there that's my biggest. I don't know. It has like a couple thousand views.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I looked at my stomach on that. That's when I started doing my sit-ups. my mother said my mother said I was sitting at the computer, but I saw that video at the end. If you all haven't seen it, I tested it. I had been cooking the turkey neck bones all night, the smoked neck bones. I took them off the bones, soaked the beans all night, cooked them down all day, low and slow,
Uh-huh.
low and slow.
That's
And
funny.
then when I put it on the spoon, I'm looking, I'm like, oh no, I can't even edit that. And it's my best video. I ain't gonna never take it down.
Yeah, what's funny is this
Oh,
this YouTube makes us look a lot. Well, not
it
me, but
does.
it makes us
Like,
look a lot bigger than what we are. But if you see Unbiased, she is she is tiny.
I know she is.
No,
I
but you
know
you
it.
really don't
That's why
know
I hate.
though,
That's why
Auntie. If
I
you see
hate
her in
her.
person,
That's
you
why
be.
I hate her. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But Auntie Ellen, listen to this though. She, she I ain't never seen somebody that little that could throw back about 30 ribs. She ate 2 racks
Oh
of
no, you
ribs.
didn't. Oh no, you
Two
didn't.
racks of ribs, Auntie.
You
She ate
did
so many
not.
ribs, I had to hide them from her. I said, "Wait a minute!
No,
Look,
you didn't.
I was trying to hide the pork belly, but because she showed up late, so I was like, okay, I got pork belly. I'm gonna hide this." First thing she came in and said, "Well, where's the pork belly?" I said, "Dang
See,
it!" I almost
she's
had to cuss. I was like, "Dang it!" No,
Nikki. Nikki said the camera puts on 10 pounds.
yeah,
It
yeah.
put 15 pounds on me.
Well,
I'm
look,
like,
it did. Well, look at me. It probably put 100 on me.
it made my skin all puffed up and like and glowy. But I think when Dolores was back there helping me, she did something with the HD or something. My skin ain't never looked at this good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, but I just once again I want to say congratulations.
Thank
Keep doing
you.
what you're
And
doing.
thanks all of y'all.
We love what you do, and the support is real. Uh, let's just keep it going.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
Yes, thank you.
all right.
Will
Well,
do.
thanks for having me, and I'm gonna drop
Echo
back down.
Tay. Thank you.
And all right, have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Punch the screen, Nana. I can't do that to my rooster. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, like they say at church on Communion Sunday, is there anybody else that has been omitted before we serve communion? I'm going to go over here and serve up this pie, this lemon pie. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I got a message. Okay. Okay. So, let's. I would put my beat right back thing on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, you guys. Nope, because then I have to undo it. I'm looking to see if I have everything I need before. Oh, that is so cute. Yay! Let me see if I can pull this down. So guess what? This is the sitting version of everything. I'm going to take this out of my ear though, because these are the three ingredients: condensed milk, Philadelphia cream cheese, and and some literally hand squeezed lemon juice. Have to figure out where to put things doing it this way. So we're going back to old fashioned, but over there, no, I don't have a cleaned off counter like my sister Joanne. And I'm going to take this thing out of my ear before I hang myself. And Dolores isn't over there. Let me just make it so that I can see the comments for a minute. So everybody, thank you. Famous, thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love, Famous. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do my dance. Uh-oh. Let me do my money dance. Y'all gonna make me work, knock something off, something down in the kitchen, backing up to it. You want to hear a funny story, you guys? So I actually really do have a queen size boom boom, and and sometimes I'm in here in the kitchen, this little rinky dink stove here in my senior apartment, but my son was here. He said, "Mom, do you want a new stove?" No. Do you want a new refrigerator? Nope. I don't want anything else. So everybody's saying thank you, rooted in essential oil. No, yes, rooted in essential oil. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I come in the kitchen all the time. Country dreaming. I'm gonna dance for you, babe. It don't matter. I'm a dancer, and I'm gonna do this pie. Oh, but back in the days, y'all, back in my booty short wearing days, Auntie could dance. She danced the fast records, the slow records, and every record in between. I'm going to take this headphone out for a second, and I'm going to see, because I have a really bright light. Probably should have clinked the chandelier, and hopefully I ain't showing too much backup back there. Does that make it better or worse? I think it makes it worse. This is one of those natural daylight things. I think that made it better. So for y'all, oops, there goes my glasses. There goes my glasses. There goes my glasses. Yeah. You want some shimmy with that shake? So, yes, I'm biased. It's an apron with nothing on it, and I'm going to embroider it though. I didn't get to the embroidery part. So I didn't have any more lemons, you guys. So I put some lime juice in with the lemon juice. So let's get it started. Yeah, open Philadelphia. Let me wash my hands again, real quick, you guys. Excuse me. The sink is right here. But before we get to the pie, let me show you in person the last two jalapeno poppers. I don't want to eat them right now because I don't want to choke. I don't want to choke on them. Some of the other things I harvested in my garden, all those peppers, are fermenting. I just want them to bust open before I put them in a bigger jar. And some of the vinegar in there, some of my homemade vinegar, also from my garden. I marinated, they're not really pickles, cold pickled, some cucumbers. Big Rooster, you better come over here and get you some of this, get you a plate. What else? What else? Oh, for my friend that was helping me, this is a small jar. This isn't my real wine. This is just grape juice wine. That one is hers. And let me tighten the top on this. You know, I'm famous for dropping stuff. And here's mine. Here's mine. You see it's bubbling already? That means it's fermenting. You guys, I just started this yesterday. This will blow the top off your socket. Okay. So, without further ado, I'm going to open the fill. How many of you would like to see me in the kitchen, Mo? More often. Big Rooster, hold on, babe. I'm going to get your dance. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Acting a fool over here. So, Big Rooster, while I was getting your dance in, I got the cream cheese open. And, okay, so what this is 1 pack, even though it's written down, 1 pack of cream cheese. And you whip this up a little bit. Okay. Then you open, this is a, can't see how many ounces. Just some condensed milk, any brand you want. I'm going to cook for y'all more often. I promise. Gonna put this over here. And of course I got it all over my fingers. Yep, I keep a dishcloth around me. Oh, do you remember your grandma with the dishcloth pin stuck to her apron in the front? But she was always changing one of the grandkids' diapers. I had to turn the mixer off a minute, y'all. I was backing that thing up, dancing for money, and turned the stove on with my booty. Yep. Sorry about that stove. I was wondering what that heated smell was. All right. So now the only other thing is a half cup of lemon juice. or lime, whatever. You can put the zest of a lemon in it if you want, but my lemons were a little janky. And yes, I actually did hand squeeze the lemons with this. And it takes about 4 lemons. It takes about 4 lemons. So I'm going to get this ready. All right, this is just the quickest recipe. And Auntie Joanne is in the chat, and Carlton, and Uncle Roscoe, and they can attest to this. So this is just a store-bought graham cracker crust. You can buy your own if you want to. That garden had me out there, so I didn't want to. There's usually some crumbs in the bottom. I jumped the crumbs off because I didn't want it messing up my recipe. And that's it. So I usually turn this on to shake it off, but I don't want it to splatter on my computer screen. And that's it, y'all. You take it. Here's the graham cracker crust. Oh, and if you want to be greedy and you want to put 2 packs of cream cheese because you want it to come up to the top, don't do it. Ask me how I know. Ask Auntie Joanne how we know, because I tried it. I tried it when I was in Arizona and it wouldn't fit. After I was on the plane back in Connecticut. Whoops. Oh, this is a zester in case you wanted to put some lemon zest in it. I didn't because of what I said. And I'm gonna tuck this down so that it looks cute. Hello, Katie Greenland Quilter. Welcome in. And this is it, you guys. I got a crumb on there anyway. This is it. No bake lemon pie. You put it in the refrigerator and let it sit up all night. If you want to, you can put a topping on it. I'm trying to watch. The bot just nailed you. I don't know what bot that would be. So, welcome. And do any of you have any questions? I would like to thank each and every one of you. I would like to tell you that we are having a 2K celebration. So, Greenland Quilter Katie, it says you're typing too fast. So, I don't know. That's a new one. I haven't even seen a bot doing that. But sorry about that. So, I want to thank each and every one of you. I love you. And now it's time to say goodbye to all our lovely friends. So, thank you, Dolores. That was a sweet surprise. I didn't even know it was 2K. Thank all of y'all. So hold on and we will say goodbye our traditional way. Just love what you do. Do what you love, you guys, no matter what it is. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Let me get to